The punter Tress Way set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Man in motion here. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise, the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Giants football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. Taken in by Bellinger. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again. On the handoff, this is Tracy.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. Dukes out a one-stop. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, ball at the 36. Rush coming for Wilson. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. He's got to gain a 6 there. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Russ now from the gun. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Russ is cooking again. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Man in motion out of the slot. A handoff to Tracy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Has it in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes...
And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants pull out in front further, 13-zip. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Daniels on 1st down. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into traffic, complete. Keeps it moving. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Neighbors with a catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No gain on that play, and this is how we'll end the first quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it 3rd and 7. Wilson now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. He's got it near midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down, here's Russ. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Russ. He's got Bellinger. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now here's Russ. Connects with Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 3 now. Slot man motioned over. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
This finds Bellinger. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Giants will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him over right. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 13-point lead. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Caden. Don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Commanders set to take over. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught by his back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Press way on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Coming left is Tracy. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go right back to Tracy. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Play made by Deron Payne. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Russ is going to cook here. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Commanders with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has a man. It's Brown. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Michael McFadden able to make the play. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, Daniels to the air. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
He fields this at the 18. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. He finds Slayton. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Giants using their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Daniels on first down. Nabs along that sideline, Samuel. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Daniels now. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. Miss a 39-yarder from the left hash. Schrader's kick is up and good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Heward.
Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Daniels off the play action. Ernst reels it in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. He's keeping it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This from 35 yards away. Schrader's kick is up and good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Got a man. Robinson has it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, here's Russ. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And he makes the Hefs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
He's throwing for it! Getting out to his left. And now down he goes! He's sacked, and they're unable to tie this game! Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another two added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the two-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This finds Bellinger. Still has some space inside the 35. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Wilson to throw again. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Neighbors with the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete.
Intercepted in the end zone. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He'll get this one to Brown. Rolling into enemy territory. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, it's Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Wilson on 1st and 10. Taken in by Bellinger. Has some daylight through the 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
I'll talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. Russ looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Russ off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now Wilson on the play fake. He's got Bellinger. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Once more, it's Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond. You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. And he hits a little space up to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Here's Tracy once more. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. This is Tracy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants lead by only 2. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go left side with Tracy. And there was really nowhere to go there, just a small push to the 37. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Wilson to throw on 3rd and 2. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Tracy. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Giants take a knee here, running out the final seconds to their victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.